Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we had finished up the shield maze. It's time now to go upstairs to the Grey Garrison, which apparently had no idea that the shield maze was right beneath it.
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabris are trying to defend the wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
I guess they couldn't have known that the shield maze was right underneath. It was opened up by a giant hole in the ground, so that kind of makes sense, I guess. This deep rift leads to the catacombs under the city, where the mongrels live. But still, there must have been a way in there that wasn't a giant hole in the ground, because otherwise somebody would have noticed. This is pretty conspicuous. It would be very obvious to anyone who came down to the storage room, so there must have been a door or something somewhere, though. It's not like random people just materialized in there. That doesn't make any sense. There are lots of demons here. There are shears, some dretches, and Abercandaloo, it looks like. Luckily, Irabeth is pretty good at killing things. I don't know why we didn't come in and help. We just kind of stood there and didn't do anything. We are the worst teammates. The half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned with Iomede's golden swords, is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. There is soot on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes, which is also my eye color, are hard and focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you are friend or foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anevia. They embrace. It's very cute.
By the goddess, Nevi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. This here's a new friend. He rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without him, we'd never have made it out.
Anevia strokes Irabeth's head and whispers something in her ear, and then stands back and points at us.
Let me introduce you to my wife, Irabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
She turns to us.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canabris. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Anevia out of there.
The half-orc nods, and her stern voice becomes a little softer. Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
What is the target of this battle?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the wardstone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabris will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world. I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
I have important information about the location of a cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
We met some mongrels who live beneath Canabris, so this is land.
Most people in Canabris think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Surprise steals across Irabeth's face, but quickly gives way to respect.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
What is the situation in the city?
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
Irabeth slowly drags her hand over her face.
Don't talk like that. Canabres hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for Canabres.
Tell me about the wardstone. Why is it so important?
The wardstones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The wardstones keep the world wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabres obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss.
How did the wardstone end up in the Grey Garrison?
The demons have long laid siege to Canabres, but this time, their lord Descari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the wardstone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost, yet. Descari has gone, but the wardstone is surrounded by a horde of those creatures. What are they going to do to it? Nothing good, that's for certain.
But how did he do that? He's a demon! The wardstone should have burned his filthy hide!
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why.
Well, let's not waste any time. To battle.
The demons
Oops.
have... That's the spirit! You, take a Navia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
Irabeth turns to one of her fighters. You hear labored breathing interspersed with disgruntled muttering. Horgus is holding his rapier hilt in a white-knuckled grip. A bead of sweat trickles down from his temple.
Lord Horgus Gwyrm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canabres can be said to be safe right now.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
With a crooked smile, Lan plucks at his bowstring to test the tension in it, then lowers his voice.
For Iomedae! For the Queen! Kill the beasts!
Irabeth raises her blade, and the soldiers, inspired by her cry, rush into battle with renewed vigor. Alright. Let's loot the sheer masterwork Bardishas. The door is locked. Staunton Vane is here to help us out. He is pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and be in turn-based mode because these fights are kind of annoying. Or at least they can be. For some reason, my mouse is doing weird things, but more importantly, Sela got dismounted, which is very annoying. Kind of wasted her turn, but that's okay. Let's shoot something. Let's shoot. Oh, right. I was going to mention how I leveled up Lan. He is now a level 2 Zen Archer. He's going to be switching to Crusader shortly, but it's good to get his level 2 Zen Archering. We're going to charge. Probably that one. We killed it in a single hit. Our ranged people are doing very bad at their jobs. Sela is going to charge down the hallway on a horse. Not necessarily with the charge ability, but she's going to run down the hallway. Because if there's one thing that you do in a hallway, in the middle of a garrison, it's ride a horse. Through your allies, basically. Lan, you are doing really bad here. Let's go destroy that guy. We should have moved a little bit further so we could have got that cleaving finish, which we didn't do.
Spirits demand your blood.
It's good that Staunton Vane did absolutely nothing this fight. There we go. Irabeth is killing things. Let's move Sela into there and miss all of our attacks. Perfect. That one is now dead too.
Endure.
Lan is out of range from everyone, so we'll move up. We can't move in and attack at the same time, so we'll just normally move it. Oh yeah, I guess we can. It wasn't showing us as being able to do that, but I digress. Apparently we were, so I'm pretty happy with that. Stunt in vain. Didn't do anything. But then the sharpshooter tried to shoot. It was a really poor idea. The door is sealed with magic and is inaccessible. This door is locked. We have a 60% chance, or a lockpick with 85% chance. But 60% was more than enough. What are we gonna loot? We're gonna loot stuff. Random stuff. Stuff that is inconsequential in the grand scheme of the game, but stuff that will help us in the beginning. Right, this is an annoying fight as well. Hey, I know you, so you're one of these cultists. How's it going, pal? Want to join? Your lot will all be dead soon, but we'll be alive. I can't. Come on, leave these losers. The Crusaders are over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. Here goes nothing. All hail Baphomet. Cowardly traitor, I swear on the sword of Iomedae, you will answer for your betrayal. Now we have two big groups. We have this group over here, who is not very friendly. We also have this group over here, who is not very friendly. It's kind of a terrible situation, in all honesty. We could try and do a sleep spell. It may or may not work. They are, however, grouping up for a very nice and easy smash them in the face moment. I'm gonna try and put these ones to sleep. One of them fell asleep. That is not ideal, but wasn't the worst. That's going to hurt a little. Alright, we need to get into range, like right here. And kill two of them in a single hit. That is what we're basically going to do the whole game. That is our goal. Land killed that one, and then we missed that one entirely. We don't want to go too far this way, because there are more enemies. They will ruin our day if we don't have our allies to back us up. So what we'll try and do is kill most of these guys, and then send help over here to help kill these ones, because we are gonna maybe die, actually. We took a pretty solid hit there. 10 damage from a crossbow kinda hurts. Erebeth, however, is ruining their day, so everyone is having a bad day. Let's shoot the evoker in the face. 4 damage is pretty good. We can also heal a little, but we are still pretty hurt. Let's kill that one, and then we'll just kind of stop here for the moment. We don't have lay on hands right now, so that kind of sucks. That guy's asleep. We have 2 sharpshooters still alive, and we're down, unfortunately, but that's gonna be alright. I think we'll be fine. That guy is still asleep. We got critically hit on Camellia. I think that stupid soldier just woke up that other guy. Do we want to do a cure wounds? Probably. Plus 10 was a pretty good heal, honestly. That burning hand wasn't very good for us.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
I think we should get into melee range. But then we'll have more enemies. It's going to be kind of a bad situation. There's 1 cultist, 2 cultists, and a dretch. 3 cultists and a dretch, sorry. They have more weapons, and to do things like cast Bless, which is annoying.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
That guy is dead. Good. We might be fine, actually. That dretch is coming in. That guy did a divine favor. More divine favors. More divine favors. Did Sunbane just die? More enemies have joined the fray. There's a neophyte wizard back there somewhere. Let's cast another Cure Light Wounds. Keep ourselves topped up because of this next little bit of the encounter.
So it comes comes to this.
We missed. That was really bad. That actually probably couldn't have gone any worse.
Guide my blade.
You won't survive me.
The dredge doesn't do too much damage, but the guys with the scythes do a lot of damage. However, one of them just killed himself. Oh no, Sela is now down on the ground, but that's okay for now. What can we do here? We could enlarge person. It would be not the best idea, honestly. Do we have any other healing spells? I don't think we do. So, our goal now is to spirit weapon and shoot someone in the face. Probably
Wide open.
nothing, because we can't hit things very easily.
You've
We've killed the one guy and the dredge. We're gonna 5-foot step away. Sela's gonna stand back up, take an attack of opportunity, but that's fine. We're gonna miss. We're gonna shoot this dredge and do no damage to it because damage resistance is very irritating sometimes. Our horse is down on the ground, but it is not dead, which is actually not what I expected. That hurt. Again. If these guys didn't take 8 years to finish up this fight over there, they could be very useful to help us in our inevitable death.
The spirits demand your blood.
I'm gonna try and kill the wizard with our ranged people. We're gonna smite evil on the... Ugh, it seems like such a waste. We're gonna not smite evil. We'll just attack. Len needs to move up here and shoot that wizard. And critically miss. They had way less things to fight and they're still dealing with them.
I'm all right.
Even though Irbeth, I think, is level 3 or 4 at this point of the game. Sela is down, but that's gonna have to be okay.
For today's sacrifice.
Camellia did kill that one wizard, and we missed our attacks, which is really, really bad. Because I don't think that land can hit these things. Never mind, we got lucky. We need to do some healing, so let's quickly chug some potions, like that one. And that one. No? Did she not want to chug the potion? I think it would be a good idea. Is she just not standing up? Please, chug the potion. Thank you. And we are running out of potions. Yeah, well, that's just gonna be where we're gonna have to be. This is less than good. I think these are all locked. I'm fairly certain they are. There's, I think, another little fight to do, possibly, but I don't remember. At least some of the recruits that died had some potions as well.
There are many roads to success.
We have heavy encumbrance already. I also have a hiccup, which is very annoying. So, what do we have that's heavily encumbering us? All of the chain shirts in the world. Let's get rid of some of those and get rid of the leather armors. We're still a little bit over. How about these chainmails? Good enough. We're now in medium encumbrance. That is fine for now, I guess. Let's quick save and move forward. To battle, let's take Canabra's back, she says. I agree. We should do that. None of these other doors are openable, by the way, so don't worry about them. Just let the rocks fall, and everyone dies. That was a weird graphical thing, where the floor just kind of disappeared, but the rocks were still lying on top of it. Interesting.
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh!
The face of this demoness could be called pretty if it had eyes. Her mouth slowly widens into a smug grin. I still think she's pretty. Even without eyes.
What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
The demon's mouth drops open in surprise and she brings her manicured hand up to cover it.
Minagho. You again, you wench!
The aged dwarf from Erebeth's troop, silent up until now, spits on the floor, his hardened, craggy face, like storm-weathered stone, twists, as if in pain.
Minagho, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabris. She must be back to finish what she started.
The half-orc is too well-bred to spit on the floor, but the name sounds like a slur on her tongue. Hey, demon woman, what's wrong with your face?
Oh, how rude. You're one to talk, mortal, with a face that even a mother would loathe. Staunton, sweetie. You're not going to let your friends speak to me like that, are you?
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Garrison fell.
The dwarf's voice rasps like rusted metal.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
Minagho threatens Staunton with a dainty clawed finger.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
She left her allies here to deal with us, however, she could have killed our entire group, easily. Turns out Minagho is very strong. We learned that in our other playthroughs when we had to fight her in Lucianira. She is a murder machine without equal. It is impressive how powerful she is. Do we want to charge in there? No, we're going to just kind of delay action, at least until after, like, Erebeth. Let's let all of the other people go first. There's a meat grinder waiting, and we don't want to be in the center of it. And of course the Abracandaloo came and hit us. Why are we off of our mount? Oh right, because it fell down. Alright, we'll deal with that in a minute. Let's shoot the Abracandaloo. We missed. Stop shooting my main character. Awful. Well, at least she killed that one.
So it comes to this.
I'm going to 5-foot step back, so I'm not the front of this little spat. And we're gonna just shoot that one. It didn't do as well as I'd hoped. Why did he switch targets? Alright, well let's see if we can finish off this cultist. We can. It is dead. Amelia is hit pretty hard. Staunton is now taking some hits, which is good. It's kind of what I wanted. No one else in front. Oh, that was bad. Let's, I guess just shoot the wizard.
Demand your blood.
We missed. Why is nobody moving up to fight?
The light, take you!
That was also terrible. Shoot the wizard.
Make every strike count.
At least we killed the wizard. That's something.
Oh, this is how it feels.
Camellia is down, but not dead. That is
You've made
gonna have to be okay enough, I guess. Grabbing all the loot. We are gonna have to drop some of it because we're gonna be heavily encumbered again. We still are carrying around 18 chain shirts, which is what's pretty much causing us our problems. What are we using for a shield? We have a heavy shield, but there's another heavy shield, one that looks way cooler. They are the same stat-wise and money-wise, but one is much neater to look at. We're still heavily encumbered though, so let's see what else we have we can get rid of. We could drop one chain shirt. I think we're now back in medium encumbrance. Good. Let's save and see where we can go. Lore religion, 12. We failed. What was our check? Let's see if it's worth trying again. We only need 9 and above. Statistically, we should be able to do that. We'll see how it works. Because sometimes our rolls are just really bad. Like, just atrociously bad.
I hope you appreciate this.
The unholy symbol of Discari, the demon lord who attacked Canaveras, drawn in human blood. Well, that's less than good. Mobility check. We did just fine. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly, your head is filled with voices, screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening. Voices pleading for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink, and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious wardstone. But what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
A demon with a mocking smile stands beside the wardstone.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious wardstone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves.
Minagho's laugh rings through the chamber.
So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof. Pledge your loyalty to Baphomet. And when the world falls, its ruin shall be yours.
I'm just gonna pause for one quick second. I have to get a drink of water. My throat's a little bit sore. My apologies. Let's do this thing. The demon blows Staunton a kiss, and then holds out her leg, which ends in a cloven hoof instead of a foot. We will stop you, demon. Attack!
Time to practice my combat abilities!
We don't have a whole lot of, health left, unfortunately, so we'll see how this goes. We might be feared. We are feared. That is unfortunate, but not surprising.
No glory without risk.
Killing that one. Solid hit. Camellia, we can evil eye maybe like one of the cultists. But it made its saving throw, so that was a waste of an ability.
down now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the wardstone? Here's a little demonstration.
Irritation seeps into Minagho's voice. The demoness whispers a spell, and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it's nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. Your evil spells won't stop a righteous army.
Iomade is with us!
Yes. Keep telling yourself that.
The roar of voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark. Oh no. We could have done the neutral thing as well, but we'll kind of balance our good and evil things as we go. We're still feared.
Praise Iomade, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
Did we win?
Sadly, no. We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
I found a cultist dispatch in the dungeons. It seems they're holed up in the Tower of Estrade.
Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
What is the situation in the city?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting.
What do you plan to do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomade's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
Can I help you in any way?
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the wardstone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone.
Irbeth lowers her voice, almost to a whisper.
Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use.
The half-orc smiles at us encouragingly.
And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabras, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, Please report back.
Everything is clear.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Kenabres still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Alrighty, thank you very much. I think we'll be able to level up, and we will. So, I'm going to tab out, because we're going to need to get our builds. Who do we have in our group currently? Lan. Who else do we have in our build? Sela. Yep, and then we're going to have... Oh, right, I changed Sela's build. Okay, well, I know more or less what I want her to do anyways. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Who else do we have? We have Camellia. And we have... That's it. Our main character. Boom. Let's do this thing. 200 fighter. Easy. We have 3 full skills to do. We're going to do... For this level... Perception. And then those 2, Knowledge Arcana and Knowledge World. We're going to put some points to use Magic Device eventually, but not right yet. Alright, and now we get to do Fast Learner. This is just something that I feel is good for a Trickster run, because we're going to need a lot of skill points. Fast Learner gives us 1 additional skill point per level. It's pretty good. Is it better than Great Cleave and stuff? Well, yes. To be fair, actually Great Cleave is not particularly good for this build, but Overhand Chop is really, really good. Gives us a lot of extra damage. We now deal 14 to 24 damage. We have +9 to hit. Next level, we'll get all of those sweet skill points. We don't get them this level for some weird reason, but we'll get a bunch of extra skill points next level. We'll put them into things. It'll be good. Lan. Lan is going Crusader. I'm pretty sure he starts his Crusadering this level. Yes. Yes, he does. So, you're going to go Cleric, Crusader. It gives him a decent amount of attack bonus, and it's really all we can ask for. We're going to take Mobility over Athletics for him, because Mobility is good, and we can get other people to do Athletics. It's not a big deal. We're going to take... We're going to take... Not Persistent spell. We're going to take... Where's it Persistent? Nope. We're going to take Extend spell. And Channel Positive Energy. Our domains, they don't really matter too much, but I think our initial domain is going to be... I have it written down here. 1 second. It's going to be the Glory domain. For that Aura of Heroism. The Aura of Heroism is really, really good. We're also going to take... Martial Weapon Proficiency, probably. We could take Weapon... there's not really a lot we want to take with this particular one. Like Shield Focus, not very good. Tower Shield Proficiency, also not good. Armor Proficiency Heavy, not good. What we could do, actually, is grab Short Bows. Short bows are just worse than long bows, except specific short bows are really good, and we can just use those if we get them, and we need to switch them up. Camellia is going to be more Trickster and Mobility. We're going to keep her with us for a little bit, but ultimately we're going to get rid of her, because she's evil. Like, really evil. Like, too evil for a Trickster playthrough. We're going to take Point Blank Shot. And finally Sela. Sela is going to Ranger mode. She's going to Freebooter for at least a couple levels. We can just do our normal skills. We'll give her an extra point into Perception to even this all out, and then we're going to need to figure out some other skill for her to level up for her 5th skill. We're going to go Boon Companion, because we definitely want to keep our pet at least somewhat on par with our character. It's pretty important. Otherwise, your pet tends to just die horribly. We're gonna go... Oh, wait. I don't remember what horses have for attacks. I really don't. They have a bite. And that's it? Just a bite? No, they're all right here. So we have... I guess it's just a bite attack. I thought they had like hooves and stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not showing them as being hooves and stuff, so... Alright, let's grab it up then. Weapon focus, bite. Our horse will bite furiously. It has +6 to hit. It's not the best, but it's also most certainly not the worst. Alright, and that's where we're at. We're ready for our next video. For now though, we're going to end the video here. After we grab all these things. These things are just little objects that are special things for like pre-ordering the game and other various things. Also, this +1 glaive is pretty good, but nobody in our group uses glaives, so it is not very important. Alright. We didn't identify this helmet, which is kinda sad, but we did the Dashing Cavalier's gloves. +1 morale bonus on attack rolls. In addition, they grant +2 bonus on damage rolls while mounted. That's pretty good for Sela. Let's just do that. We also have +2 bonus on damage rolls against swarms. Also, they give you +1 cool. +2 competence bonus on saving throws against movement impairing conditions. Sure, why not? Magic missile 3 times per day. We'll give this to Camellia for now. Unidentified. +1 damage rolls against demons. Give that to Lan. Hero Cloak. Heroism 3 times per day. Give that to Lan. Red Dragon Helmet. +10 fire resistance. And 3 times per day we can breathe fire, dealing 3d4 fire damage. We're gonna put that on our head. Unholy Signet. Bane 3 times per day. Give that to Lan. And I already know what this helmet does. It gives hit points. We're gonna give it to Sela. Boom. He gives 5 hit points. And that's pretty well what we're gonna do. Don't remember what this amulet does. I really don't. We'll figure it out later. For now, I'm gonna leave you guys here. In the next video, we'll well, I guess we're gonna do a Nevia's conversation right now. Hey, wait. Mind if I bend your ear about something? And Nevia is outside your door, leaning casually against a shelf. So, here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that. And I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action. But here's the rub. By sending you on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. When do you think the demons will attack next? Your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand, and that we're going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know, after they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So, if you got any business that needs taken care of, you better do it soon. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? You what? No, your task is far too important. You can't just fall up here all cozy-like, waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try and make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Got it? Everything seems clear so far. What else you got? So that rift beetle left with its scythe. Yeah? Well, it cut up the city in two. It's kinda difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them actually tried it to make sure, but if you got a mind to go across, and I think you're gonna have to eventually, you might want to give the square a once-over. Thanks. See you later. Later. Watch yourself out there. Alright, well, now we have lots of things to do. Most importantly, we're going to go recruit Woljif. He is a tiefling who is going to join our team for a little bit. Mostly just to do his quest and to get Finian. Finian is a pretty good weapon that becomes a very good weapon later in the game, except against certain enemies, which it can't hit. So, I mean, it's a toss-up. But for now, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.